Hi everyone, Donna here, and my niece Mary and I are with you today to do a makeup tutorial. Now I have just re-signed up for Farmasi, and they sent me a whole bunch of samples, and they sent us samples of the VFX Camera Ready makeup. And I love the primer, and I so want to try the makeup. So we decided to use sand, which is number 6. And one thing I love is that they actually sent me samples of 8 colors. Isn't that cool? So we decided to try sand. So we're just going to kind of do a quick little tutorial with you using mostly Farmasi products, but there may be a couple things from somewhere else. We'll let you know. So
first we're going to go ahead and use the Farmasi VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer, of course, because we are trying the Camera Ready VFX Foundation. So we thought we might as well use the primer and get to hope for the best results. So usually for best results you want to use the matching primer to whatever foundation you're using. So we're just going to go ahead and have a little primer on this flat brush here. We're just going to go ahead and put that all over her face.
I wonder if we need to bring the light closer. Can you all see?
I'll bring it closer when I'm done with this. So I'm just getting this in all over her face, on the forehead, and don't forget to get the neck as well. I'll get the neck in just a second. Gonna do a little more for the neck, and you want to be generous with this primer. And we really have been loving this primer for months and months now. We have been using it for quite a while. So we're excited. We're really excited to try out the foundation and see if this may be our daily makeup combination. So this might be our go-to foundation. We'll see.
We've tried a lot of primers too. I mean, you guys seen that we've used a lot of different primers, but I have always seemed to go back to that one. So
now we're going to try the foundation. As we mentioned, this is the Farmasi VFX Camera Ready Foundation. We're going to go ahead and use the color, what's it called? Sand?
Sand.
So I am just going to cut this open. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this foundation, and obviously we only have like a little bit in the sample size, but I'm thinking that it definitely will be enough. I'm just putting it on all the main points of her face, putting it down the neck. So I had just applied this like straight from the package, as you guys can see. Obviously it would be different if it wasn't a sample. But so I put that all over the face, and now I'm just going to take the flat Lorella brush, and I'm going to blend that in just using the brush, because a lot of people, most people use beauty blenders when doing their makeup, but some people might not have beauty blenders and stuff like that. So I'm just going to try it and see how it looks with just a regular foundation brush. Now this color does seem to be a little bit dark for her, so good thing we got a big shade range, because we can fix that by using a lighter color. But it is summertime, so we can just say this is her summer color. And it's really applying to the skin like velvet. It looks very beautiful. I am going to take this, I'm going to actually take this all the way up under her eye, because we will apply concealer like normal, but I'm going to apply this to most of the face. And don't forget your eyelids. I do normally use concealer on the eyelids, but when we're doing an all over look like this, it does save time doing the eyelids with foundation, because you know that, you know, the eyelids need to be covered by something, and we're not doing eyeshadow, so we're just blending this evenly all over the face. Like I said, don't forget your neck. You might even want to get your ears as well. And I'm just sort of almost buffing this into the skin.
Hi, babe.
Hey. So you've been falling out of all the hard work these kids have been, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
So it is applying very well. It doesn't really seem to be splotchy anywhere, but it is oxidizing really fast. So that is one thing about this foundation, but for the most part it seems to be very smooth on the face, and it makes the skin just look very nice and velvety. So I really like that, and that's really good for camera work and stuff like that, because you want the skin to be really prominently perfect, I guess you could say.
Hey, all you have to do is put a little makeup on, make your skin look perfect. Why not?
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, I'm just making sure that that doesn't look splotchy anywhere, and for the most part I think it looks like quite beautiful. It looks really good. So now we're gonna go ahead and use our concealer. I'm gonna use a couple of different brushes for this, but I'm still gonna use the flat Lorella brush, but I'm also gonna use this smaller flat brush. I would almost call this like a concealer brush, but you can use it for so many things. So we're just gonna put some of her concealer here, and since this foundation is a little darker for her, I am gonna use this to highlight like the key points of her face, like her T-zone, her nose, of course under her eyes. Oops, sorry.
It's alright.
And I put a little bit on her chin here too. And that will really brighten up the overall face. But for the most part, I think this color was actually not bad. It did look really dark at first, but
Once you blended it in, it actually came out pretty nice.
yeah, it actually looks really good. And I think with the concealer, it'll look even better. So there we go with concealer. I'm going to go ahead and blend in the face concealer first, because that is what I'm kind of less concerned about. And I'm just going to do tapping motions with the flat foundation brush. And then for under the eyes, I am going to kind of do the same thing. Look up. I'm going to kind of do the same thing, except when we get closer to her eyes, I'm going to use the smaller brush so I can make sure that that blends really well. Look up. And wow, by the way, the concealer is from Farmasi. It's the Farmasi full coverage liquid concealer, and I'm not sure of the color of this one.
I think it was light. Yeah, this has gotten use, but I believe it's light.
Yeah, so this is a concealer that we did already have on hand. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same process that I did on the other side for her under eyes. Look up. Do you want me to check her?
I wonder where he's going.
Should I ask her? And I also am going on the very edge of the lash line because I couldn't really get it with the big brush before. So I'm just making sure everything's blended really nice and evenly. Here, look up again. Okay, so now that we have that makeup all nice and blended, we're going to go ahead and just put powder over the whole face. We're going to use this brightening powder from Paldeo. This is the first product we've used that is not from Farmasi. And we're just going to do a light brush over the face, especially because that foundation was so full coverage. We don't want to, you know, make her look cakey. So we're just going to do a light pat all over the face and neck, of course. Don't forget the neck. To set that foundation in place. And could you look up, please? I'm actually going to use a little bit of a smaller brush.
That's why I brought that one out. I thought you probably would.
So I'm just going to use a smaller Wet n Wild brush to go directly under the eye to make sure that concealer is all nice and set in place. That is very important with your concealer. Close your eyes. Is to make sure everything's set. Okay, so now that your face is set, we're actually going to go ahead and use a new blush that we haven't used before. This is a blush that we got from the Ice Cream makeup subscription box. This is from the brand Swarovski US. And it's basically a little blush that looks like a rose. And I think it's actually so pretty. If I can get it open for you guys. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's like a coral.
So cute. It's like a little petal.
Isn't that cute?
And yeah, it's like a corally blush color. It's so cute. So I'm going to use this fluffy Lorella brush. This is one size down from the powder brush I used. And I am just going to pat this on there. Oh, wow.
It's very pigmented.
It is very pigmented. So I'm just going to pat this on there. And I didn't really need to tap any excess off because it was already very...
I kind of liked it when I tried it, when I opened the box. You know, on the other channel where I opened the subscription boxes. I liked it because I didn't have a brush. I used my finger, and there was no fallout.
Yeah, absolutely no fallout with this blush. I will say I am having to build it up a little bit. It is very pigmented, but it's pretty similar in color to the foundation we used. So I did have to build up the color a little bit to give it that camera ready kind of look, because it is harder for you guys on camera to see some of how vibrant some of these colors are. So sometimes I do have to exaggerate them, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna look.
I think there's more on this side.
What, on that side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here,
And I'm trying to show them on this side, and they're not seeing it.
look directly at me.
I kind of like the coral blushes, though.
I feel like there might be more on this side.
Oh. Definitely a different kind of blush, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very... It's very different, but I actually really like it. Make sure that that's not too much on the face there. And then, of course, we have to do something on the eyes, so we're going to use a little bit of mascara. This is the Farmasi Limitless Volume Mascara. So we only have 2 products so far that are not from Farmasi.
And this is still my favorite. I know we've gotten some others that Mary really likes, but for me, myself, when I'm applying my mascara, this is still my favorite.
Yeah. And honestly, this simple routine is our favorite for filming. We love using the Photo Ready concealer when we're just going to film and not do makeup videos for you guys when we film our other videos. This is kind of our basic makeup routine that we like to do. So I'm just applying that to her lashes to give her some color and definition to the overall look. Look straight there. And then I'm just gonna look up. I'm gonna lightly hit those bottom lashes as well. Just a very light coat down there. And then same thing on the other eye. Yeah, just look straight ahead. Wait. I'm sorry. And there we go for the eyelashes. And last but very not least, we have our Farmasi Makeup Time Locker, which is our setting spray. It's called a fixer spray, but it's a setting spray. So we're going to go ahead and just spray this all over the look to lock that in place. And I'm just going to fan her really quick to make sure that's all set in place. Then we're going to put her hair back for her. Okay, not last but not least, actually we need to add some lipstick. So this is the Farmasi Makeup lipstick. I think it's in the color 09, but it's a very pretty kind of, I want to say like a blush pinky color. So we're just going to go ahead and use this to keep it in the Farmasi product family with this makeup look. And I really love this color too, so that's why we decided to use it.
Yeah, I like the way the lipstick goes on. It doesn't, some of the lipsticks I feel like they run on my lips. And I've never known the Farmasi one to do that. I don't know why.
I did notice that I got a little bit of lipstick down here. So I'm just going to clean that up with a Q-tip.
Nice trick.
And I did get the Q-tip wet, so keep that in mind as well. And then I'm going to have her do this with her lips. And then we're going to go ahead and take that foundation brush, go like that again. And make sure that none of that pink shows outside of the lip line. And there we have it. There's the finished Farmasi makeup look where we tried the new VFX Camera Ready Foundation.
I'm excited. I like it. I do.
I was pleased with this foundation, and I can't wait for us to use it more.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I hope that there was enough lighting for you guys to see the whole thing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and we'll see you for the next video. Bye.